Good morning, guys. Welcome into the show. Okay, let's see what we have popping today. The futures market is so everybody's picking on Jamie Dimon because he said something that actually makes sense. He said that the economy is in for a hurricane, like a superstorm Sandy that happened in New Jersey a few years ago. New Jersey, New York, what was it? The entire tri-state area? I don't really remember. All I remember was Obama and Chris Christie walking and hugging, and the sight of those two standing side by side and Chris Christie giving him a hug in his incredibly, how should I put this lightly, small pant size. It was pretty funny. So let's see. The whole Northeast got blasted by Sandy. Yeah, we didn't get it in Ohio, but I remember when that happened. I think it was 2012 or something like that, right before the election with Mitt Romney. But anyways, I digress. Here we go. Let's see what we have. Futures are, well, they were up a little bit more this morning when I woke up at like 5, and then they trickled down, and they've been just slightly getting lower and lower. The Sheryl Sandberg left Facebook. She's still going to sit on the board, but she is going to be leaving as COO. So that's cool, I guess. All right, where shall we start today? Let's start with the old Jamie Dimon, the bank villain, as they say. Dimon says, "Brace for U.S. economic hurricane due to inflation." Guys, this inflation stuff, it is really bad. I mean, I was talking with somebody yesterday that is just your normal family, and my gosh, it is hitting. You guys put it in the comments. I usually am just joking on the show, but is it for real? Tell me how it's hitting your guys, your wallets, your family's wallets, etc. I mean, $95 for a tank of gas, $100 for a tank of gas. I was gonna get a diesel truck. I was gonna buy the GMC Denali Ultimate, which I wouldn't be getting till the end of like 2023. But at this point, I'm like, do I really want to have to put $150 to $200 in a tank to drive down the road, plus all the quality issues that are out there? I mean, I watched this video from Doug DeMuro. You guys don't know who Doug DeMuro is. He's a wonderful YouTuber. He does cars and car reviews and stuff. And what he did was talk about the GMC Denali Ultimate, and you should see this crap plastic that they're putting in the trucks to cut costs. I mean, you're paying basically $90,000 for a freaking half-ton pickup truck, and my goodness, it's just incredible. My dad pays for everything, so I'm Gucci. I love that. All right, Jamie Dimon, Chairman and Chief Executive of JP Morgan Chase, described the challenges facing the U.S. economy akin to a hurricane down the road and urged the Federal Reserve to take forceful measures to avoid tipping the world's biggest economy into a recession. He said, "It's a hurricane. Right now it's kind of sunny. Things are doing fine. Everyone thinks the Fed can handle this. That hurricane is right out there, down the road, coming our way. We just don't know if it's a minor one or a superstorm Sandy." Dimon also said the Fed has to meet this now with raising rates and quantitative tightening. In my view, they have to do quantitative tightening. They need to shrink that balance sheet. They do not have a choice because there's so much liquidity in our system. So, like I said yesterday, this has never been done before. No country has ever had this level of debt, this level of spending, this level of anything. So this is this is new. There's no other country to look at. There's no other economy to look at this mega scale. You got to brace yourself. JP Morgan is balancing ourselves, and we're going to be very conservative in our balance sheets. So, and then somebody else wrote an article. Somebody else put their comments. I feel bad for the guy who put this. Wells Fargo Chief Executive Officer. I mean, Charlie Sharp is great and all, but being right under Jamie Dimon, sorry, you're not going to win, and you're not even going to get highlights from me on the morning show. All right, let's just continue on. Costco memberships. It's not a question of if So I was a little confused by this article. Will Costco raise its membership fees given it's previously gone through every 5 years? So look at this. Where was that thing? Where was that? So they've increased their membership costs 2006, 2011, 2017, and they're set to raise it again in 2022. I don't understand why everybody's freaking out about this. They literally say they say it without saying it. Every 5 years, we're going to increase our membership fees. I don't get it. Are these people just bored? I can't imagine that Brian Sozzi is very bored. He does a lot of things. Maybe he just got lazy and wanted to write this article, but whatever. I was more into this article because of the hot dog. It's not a question of if, but a question of when, UBS analyst Michael Lazar said. A shift back from raising its fees for 6 months is not going to have a dramatic impact on the share price. And if anything, well, that's a stupid statement. And if anything, raising fees will provide a pool of savings that Costco can use to reinvest back into lower prices for customers. This hot dog thing, they introduced this hot dog and soda combo in the mid-'80s, and it was $1.50 back then, and today it's still $1.50. That's pretty incredible. You know what the smartest thing that Costco ever did was? Think about this. You get a case of water there, Kirkland, whatever the name of the brand is, and you get 40 bottles for I call it $3, whatever that is. And then they have that vending machine up front that they sell each bottle for 25 cents. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, what do they sell? 12 bottles and they make them what they make on a case, but you look at it as going, "Oh, I'm just going to spend 25 cents and get myself a bottle of water." Genius. Very, very, very underrated move by Costco. Very underrated move. That's one of my favorite things at Costco. Even though I've never used the machine, I just think that the concept is really good. All right. Let's do daily first. So, Fed President Mary Daly from San Francisco said on Wednesday, "I see a couple of 50-point basis hikes immediately in the next couple of meetings to get there. And then we'll have to see what's going on." So remember this, guys. Remember what she said. As quickly as we can, okay? As quickly as we can. All right, next. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said that the central bank will continue to raise rates until inflation is coming down in a clear and convincing way. This is Daly again. "I'm looking for both supply to recover somewhat and demand to come back down to a little bit. If neither of those things cooperate, then we need to go into a restrictive territory. I see restaurants full, airports full. People recognize it's hard to afford things, and yet they're still spending. So we have to wait to see how this plays out. The summer is going to tell us a lot." Okay, let's go right over to James Bullard. James Bullard, the most bullish, or as they want to say, hawkish Fed, he said that they need to get rates to 3.5% this year. So everybody else wants 2.5%. He's going to 3.5%. Where were we? Oh, and then he said we can bring rates down in 2023 and 2024 if we get to that price. Let's see here. "I think we have a good plan for now," Bullard said. "This 50 basis points per meeting increase is twice the normal pace that the committee has used in recent years, which shows that there's a lot of unanimity," that's a hard word, "around expeditiously moving." Blah, blah, blah. Here is the most important thing. We want to move as quickly as we can. I am telling you right now, you're going to come out there and you're going to start seeing every Fed president, including Jerome Powell, saying, "Move as quickly as we can." That's going to be their new narrative. It's going to be hawkish and move as quickly as we can. That's the new narrative. I promise you. Pay attention to it the next time the Fed speaks. That's what it's going to be. And I think it's funny that it went from transitory to, what was the second one? Transitory to it was like transitory, it's not that bad, to it's going to be pain, to somebody pull the emergency brake because we need to move as quickly as we can. Somebody needs to say that. All right. I mean, somebody's already saying it. Apple. So the Worldwide Developer Conference 2022 begins next week. Apple is going to speak on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Listen, and the guy said it in this article, but I was opening it up and I was thinking about VR earlier this morning, and I was like, these people that are in this VR world are praying to the good Lord above that Apple can pull this off. Because if Apple doesn't do this, VR ain't gonna work. You need the leaders to pull this off, because clearly Facebook couldn't do it because they have no idea what day it is. So coming on Monday, we're going to get a look at iOS 16, watchOS 9, and the latest version of macOS. Nobody knows the name yet. Apple's virtual reality and augmented reality platform will also be discussed. Nobody knows. Well, that's allegedly. Allegedly. Nobody knows if this is actually going to happen. Apple has a lot riding on VR and AR products. I do not believe that statement. That statement does not make sense. Apple does not have a lot riding on it. The entire want of it has a lot riding on it. I don't think that they have anything on it. If Apple can't get out the okay. Here's another thing. This article is kind of annoying. It would be a deal. No, this is not what I wanted to read. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. It was down here. It was something that Dan Ives said. Oh, here we go. Dan Ives. No, that wasn't. Oh, here it is. You only have one chance to get this right out of the gate, and Cupertino is focused on. I don't believe that you only have one chance to get this out of the gate, but he said there's a lot of complexity and this and that. Has Apple ever flopped a product? Ever? Do you know any product that they've ever flopped? I mean, they revolutionized phones. By the way, last night I was laying in bed and I just opened up YouTube and I started flipping through. I watched when Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone. First of all, that guy was incredible. Man, I miss him. He was funny as hell too. I mean, you have all these other CEOs that are like, I'm just sitting here, I need to be presidential, this and that. That guy was walking around, waltzing around, making jokes like nobody's business. He was so funny. That's the kind of stuff that we need. Anyways, has Apple ever flopped a product? iPhone, watch, iPad, headphones. I mean, the list goes on. Computers, where I'm at. Yeah, I know everybody all you Apple haters out there are going to say, oh, they flopped this, they flopped this. Well, they didn't. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at the business. Look at the business. The biggest company in the world. Anyways, VR, they're going to land VR if they want to land VR. And not only that, if they land VR, do you know how much money they are going to make from that app store? So that I haven't even factored that into my subscriptions numbers of revenue. I mean, God, this company has so much potential. It's unbelievable. All right. Jim Crater says, investors should consider 3 things before buying a stock. So I wish I could swear. I won't swear because it would just emphasize what I want to say. Jim Cramer on Wednesday told investors they should buy stocks based on the company's financial performance rather than on whether they like its products. Well, that was a total 180. Doing your homework on an underlying company and knowing how the economy might impact it. All right, look at this. Here's your checklist, guys. This is very similar to my checklist, so you should pay attention. Checklist number 1. Check the company's financial performance. How's the company doing? Is it losing gobs of money? Because clearly, gobs of money and cash flow matter now. Does it have enough capital to last? Does it have a path to profitability? Because profitability matters now. If you don't ask these questions, you're asking for trouble. No shit, Sherlock. How crowded is the industry landscape? Kramer noted that if a company operates in an industry that includes a plethora of competitors, it makes it hard to stand out, and the stock may not be a great addition to a portfolio. So I look at this, and number 1, I say, okay, I get it. That is correct. You're a hypocrite, but I get it. Number 2, how crowded is the industry? What the hell does that even mean? And number 3, can the company withstand a hurricane inflation fix from the Fed? What the F? This is your 3 priorities of buying a stock? Financials, I got it. You're an idiot, but I got it. How crowded is the industry? Okay. And 3, can you withstand inflation from the Fed? Okay. That's what you want. That's what you get. That's what you get for going. Actually, you know what? This is incredible. You know what? Actually, you should watch this. Let's go here. I want to see. Where's that the club. Here we go. Where's the club? Let's see here. I just want to show everybody how stupid this is. Get out of here. How do you get out of this thing? Continue. Where's the club? Where's the pricing? Where's the pricing here? Jim Cramer's investing club. I don't know how much it is. It's an absurd amount of money to be in this idiot's club. I would rather go to your preschool kid's teacher and learn about the club from her and just be like, yo, lady, yo, dude, give me some sick advice on what stocks to buy. And she would go, buy Bitcoin. And I would say, you know what? That's probably not a bad idea because it's better than what that moron says. And it's just incredible. Only in America. That's what I have to say about that. Only in America. The yields are ticking up a little bit on the 3-month, and the 10-year is coming down. So that inversion is going to be here faster than you think. CrowdStrike reports after the bell. Lululemon, Restoration Hardware, Hormel Foods. They make great chili. Zoomies. That's a good one too. All right, let's see what we got. Let's pull up some comments and run through them real quick. I think Jim Cramer is talking about a moat when he's talking about a crowded industry. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Did you go over decreasing jobs? Look, bro, what do you want me to say about decreasing jobs? You've been, if you haven't been here for any length of time, you want to talk about decreasing jobs? This unemployment number that they're giving you is the biggest load of nonsense. I think the unemployment number comes out tomorrow. I really don't give a crap. You drive down the street, drive down anywhere. Everybody's hiring. You want to know why the unemployment number is so low? It's because, stop typing that. You know why the unemployment number is so low? It's because everybody stopped looking for a job. You're not included in the job search if you're not actively looking for a job. That's why you have 3.6% unemployment. You want to go look at real unemployment? Unemployment's on another level right now if you want to count the people that are just sitting at home doing nothing. Microsoft is down 2% pre-market. I don't know what you want me to do about that, sir. What do you want me to do? It's going to probably be up 12% after the bell closes today. Let's see. Gas and food and car insurance has killed the raise I got in November of 2021. Everything is more expensive, so I'm basically in the same position as I won in 2019 despite making $35,000 more. My friend's landscaping friend, my landscaping friend paid $760 for diesel fuel yesterday, $195 for his truck, and the rest for his fuel tank. Oh, Jesus. Anyone who lives paycheck to paycheck or can't save at least 40% of their take-home pay is completely screwed. Correct. I don't know how the Fed can handle this. I'm confused how the market is holding this rally. Yeah, hashtag me too. I love their hot dogs. Not sure if Americans are aware, but up here in Canada, Trudeau's banning handguns. What are we talking about guns for? Banning needles is where it's at now. Follow me on Instagram. People tell me Costco is on another level from BJ. Yeah, it is. It's much better than BJ's wholesale. Facebook is screwed. Google and Apple want advertising money. Facebook isn't screwed. Have you seen Dude, this guy just keeps typing Microsoft. It's incredible. Is Apple's gaming subscription a flop? I don't think that Apple was going for the gaming subscription to be a grand slam. So I don't know. Let's see. Guys, smash the like button for me. That would be great. Jim Cramer is proof that Harvard means nothing. You're dang right about that. What brand is your sweatshirt? I actually don't know. Will Amber Heard declare bankruptcy? Isn't she like a rich movie star or something? Yeah, Mo, with our business, I learn a lot. We have some entry-level positions. People have generations living in free housing that don't... okay, yep, I know what you're talking about. All right, let's do some stocks and send them over. Will Mo dare short Tesla like Bill Gates? No, absolutely not. Because stocks can go to the moon at any second. All right, so Tesla, we'll start with that one. Tesla is... it's just hanging. Once it gets below that 615 level, that's your big support level. Let's see here. Does your shirt come in men's? Dude, I love wearing pink. I wear lots of pink. Poor Aquaman having to swim with Amber Heard's poop floating around. Who owns the coffee company here? Oh yeah, whoever owns that coffee company, I did get your coffee. I have not tried it yet, but I did get your coffee. All right, so Ford sitting at a consolidation level here. waiting to uptick. Again, you have all these stocks that are just dog stocks waiting on the bottom, need to send this thing moving through the top. It's going to be difficult because you're trying to move through these moving averages and your volume was increasing and then you got a lot of selling yesterday. So let's see what happens today and we'll go from there. Mo, when he goes shopping, I like the color, I like the style, and I have about $1 million in my pocket. Let's buy all the colors, forget the brand. Accurate statement. Except no, I am very brand loyal. I don't know what brand this is actually. Oh, Fabletics. Fabletics. So this thing was probably like $3. Amber should go to jail. She's ruining the mainstream media's life with her lies. SPY. Let's look at the SPY. All right. Let's do option R here. Okay, option R. Oh, by the way, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be doing a bid and ask only live stream with everybody. Bid and ask only. So if you're not in the bid and ask nation and you want to jump in, please jump in. If you want to upgrade and try it for a month, if you're let's say you're a minion paying the $29 a month or whatever it is, come to the bid and ask nation for a month, try it out. If you don't like it, you can go back down and pay whatever price level you are at, but that's only for 1 month. And when you come up, you're not going to want to go back. So just be prepared to pay, just to keep paying. If Tesla was so overpriced, why would you short it? Why wouldn't I just short everything in the whole market if I thought it was overpriced? Because markets are irrational. Listen, markets do what they're supposed to do, but not when they're supposed to do them. The market always figures itself out, but it's not going to happen at the time that you think it is. Markets always do what they're supposed to do, but not when they're supposed to do them. That's how it works. So I'm not going to get caught up in the game of shorting like that. It just doesn't make any, it just doesn't, I just don't want to do that. Plus, if I'm going to short something like Tesla, it's just purely ego driven. I'm not doing it. All right. Amazon. So Amazon is going to split-a-roo on Monday, 20-1. So you'll pay about, I don't know, $120 a share or something like that. So let's see what happens. We're going to have to see what happens with Amazon. I am sure that this thing is going to propel itself. And if it does propel itself, I bet this thing gets this red and yellow line, get into the sweet spot sometime next week. If this thing does get the buying volume that everybody is expecting. I have no idea. We've never seen a company like, I mean, you could put Tesla in their category, but Tesla is just fanboy central. I don't really think you have a lot of Amazon fanboys out there. Okay. Nicola's a 52-week high and overbought. Sorry, looking upside down. Mo, can you show a trend change? Like what it should look like on Baba or Meta. Okay, well I'll use Facebook. Oh, Meta is changing their ticker symbol. Is that June 9th? Like next Wednesday or something? So a trend change here. Well, we can't show a trend change here. I bet we can't show it on Baba either. No, we can't really show it here either. AMD maybe? Nope. Nvidia maybe? Nope. I don't know. If somebody can give me a trend that's in the middle, I can do it for you. But so AT&T is it's sitting at that resistance level of $21, and it's going to be very difficult to continue the climb. You're getting a lot of low volume in there. You are starting to trend down. Now, the interesting thing is, every time this begins to trend down, pulls back up, trends down, pulls back up. Let's see what happens this time around. June 9th. Thank you. June 9th. So that would be Monday's the 6th. Is that Thursday? Next Thursday? Let's see here. Your play for Snap. Somebody asked me about this one, and it was Mason. So Mason, if you're listening, here you go. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. This thing, guys, look at this. I mean, this is absurd. This went from COVID, $8 to $84 down to $13. What is this? Snapchat. Do they even sell ads on Snapchat anymore? I don't have Snapchat. So Snapchat, I think, is for 17-year-old, probably like 13-year-old middle school girls and weird people. Never mind. All right. June 3rd, tomorrow is the dividend on Nike. So Nike's doing a rebound. Look at this, guys. It went from I'm going to call it $103 to $120 with pretty low volume, and the trend has barely changed. We're not even getting an uptick. My daughter is 12 and her life is Snap. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that a lot of 12-year-olds are the best people to advertise to because they're broke. They don't qualify for stimulus checks from the Fed, so therefore they are broke. All right, Coca-Cola, and I love that this happened yesterday. Coca-Cola was on my list of stocks to check at 2:30, and I wanted to check it because we got a good engulfing candlestick yesterday, and then what happened? It pulled right back up, and that is why you check these things. And why did it pull back up? Well, pretty easy. Ran right into the 100-day moving average. So there you go. This is why you need to wait for engulfing candlesticks to break below major moving averages, especially 100 and 200. Especially 100 and 200. 12-year-olds are good at chess. Yes, Chess Goals is here. Guys, go follow the channel Chess Goals. Subscribe to that YouTube page. Matt was at a tournament this past weekend in Chicago and played a really good 10-year-old child and beat him like a bully. Just kidding. The kid is absolutely phenomenal. All right. And after he beat him, he asked him for his autograph because that's how good the kid is. 10 years old. All right. So Affirm just sitting tight here. Again, yesterday with Affirm, I did the same thing here. I checked just to make sure at 2:30, make sure it was engulfing down, and it was. And I'm happy that it did. What I was looking for is it to close under the 25-day moving average. Now, if I get a engulfing candlestick today, that's obviously red, I'm probably going to start a position in here. So, no guarantees, but we'll see what happens. The kid didn't know how to write his name, so he just scribbled it. He better not change that autograph in the future, because if he changes that autograph in the future, Matt's not going to have his autograph anymore, technically. All right, let's see. Somebody just said everything is red. I find that to be fake news. So let's see. Okay. Wow, DC, I apologize. And if anybody knows me, I never apologize. So that's really good. We're red. I'm about to tear up right now. Mo, were you seeing support levels on HRB or waiting for... No, that thing's going to fall like a flying crowbar. HRB. This is just a matter of time. I do think that when the market falls, that's when HRB is going to kind of break, because it can't get through this 35 level. It's going to break, and this is going to be an amazing rundown. I'm so excited for this one. So excited for HRB. It's going to be awesome. This flagpole is completely unsustainable, and it's going to be loads of fun. All right. PayPal, this is probably the most boring stock to ever look at from a chart, but we'll do it anyways, and I'll tell you why it's boring. The reason why it's boring: you can't get through these major moving averages. Can't get through the 25. And if you get through the 25, you're probably not going to get through the 50 very easily. You're getting declining volume. You're just a complete dog stock, and it's been a dog stock for months and months and months. How long? How many months has it been? It's been a dog stock since November. I mean, sheesh. It's incredible. But let's see. COVID 0 is over. I have no idea. They're going to probably go to COVID negative at this point. These people are just... I don't understand how the timing couldn't have been better. Ray Dalio puts out this phenomenal video and this phenomenal book on the changing world order and how China's going to become this superpower and this and that. And then they screw it all up and show that they're real communists by going, we're going to go COVID 0 and just shut it all down. I'm like, oh, well, it was a good fun thought while it lasted, but that ain't going to happen. All right, Tesla. We already looked at Tesla. What are we doing here? Are you going to short H&R block? Absolutely, I'm going to short H&R block. Tesla is What are you falling? It's $8. All right. Penn Gaming. I haven't looked at Penn Gaming in a while. My boy Dave Portnoy. So this stock was incredible. This went from $4 to $142 to $38, $31, whatever it is. Excuse me. Penn Gaming. So it's just sitting at a consolidation level here. Boom. And once it breaks, if it breaks, let's figure out this level. If it breaks $27. If this breaks $27, it's going to go. It's definitely going to go. But you got to break that $27 level. Okay. Boeing. What the hell is that? What is going on? That was the weirdest thing that I've ever heard. All right. Let's see here. I'll just mute that. What is going on right now? Oh, it's my Sonos. Hold on a second. That's funny. So Sonos just came. Oh, by the way, Sonos just came out with Hey Sonos. Whoops. I just woke it up again. And so it's disruptive, first of all. So I think that everybody should go and buy Sonos stock because it's going to the moon. This is pure sarcasm, by the way. But let's see where they're at. Okay, so they went from a low of 6 to 45 to 22. So going to the moon, baby. Going to the moon. All right, let's go to the next. Let's go back to Boeing. For those of you that are new, I'm joking. You don't go buy Sonos because it's going to the moon. Tim always tells me, Mo, you have to say when you're being sarcastic because some people don't understand your sarcasm. Yes. Oh, I got Paul and Lisa and Nicole when we were we're in the market's open. So we're in Louis Vuitton in Chicago, and the sales tax there is absurd. If you live in Chicago, I don't know. I mean, it was 10.25% sales tax. And I say to the woman, hey, what's your sales tax here? And she goes, 10.25. And I go, that's it? And they looked at me, Nicole, Lisa, and Paul looked at me like I was an idiot thinking that sales tax was low. And the representative helping us, she goes, I think he's joking. I'm like, good girl. Not good boy and good girl. Not for Paul and Lisa and Nicole. All right. Let's see here. Boeing setting a consolidation. The trend is kind of changing down here, but we're going to have to see what happens over the next couple of days. Let's see. I love my Sonos. Yeah. Let's see here. PA has no sales tax on close. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Mo can tell us what stocks he owns because it's all sarcasm anyways. That's a funny one. Let's see. Powell is bombing the market today. Okay, let's see what happened. What is going on? Violently red. How violent? Please be like 5%. If only violent. It's not even down 1%. Ugh, come on. I want this thing to be down like 7% today. I want to halt the market today. That's what I want to do. I want